What is going on, everybody? Thammagotcha, welcome into another video. We're jumping into the Ultra League this time with my best Charizard team there is, and with all these fighters coming in, Charizard is an absolute top G when it comes to the Ultra League meta. So let's jump into these battles here. Charizard versus Tentacruel, very good lead for us. They hop into a Registeel, and we have a Virizion to counter that Registeel. Stickers are going to be doing super effective damage, not a whole lot compared to that bulky tin can though. Focus Blast can be coming in, that does a boatload of damage for being neutral. Gonna build up to 2 more Sacred Swords here, gonna fire off the Sacred Sword here. Not enough to KO because Registeel's an absolute beast. I'm gonna no shield this. I don't really need switch, but they decide to zap cannon beta, so I'm gonna go for the full farm down and hope to grab the shield against that Charizard when it wants to come back in. So Sacred Sword gonna be coming in. Do we get the shield? Unfortunately, we do not. There's where running Stone Edge would be very, very handy, but I have the Leaf Blade coverage on here just in case we see a Swampert, and unfortunately, there is the Swampert. Gonna go for the Scald here. Scald could be doing nice chip damage, and then I think I can farm all the way down with the Charizard. So I'm gonna shield up this Hydro Cannon, excuse me, and then go for the Dragon Claw here. And what I should be doing, because I think I can poison jab down from this range, is I should be letting this go, but I decide to double shield, and what I should have done is got the farm on Tentacruel, because I was hoping I could farm down, get the last shield, and go for the Skull. Unfortunately, we get knocked out by the Hydro Cannon, left, right, good night, and now we're down a shield, and Charizard hits like a truck. You give Charizard a shield, and even resisted damage, Charizard is going to be able to sweep games. Look at this, Tentacruel is an absolute bulky monster, and I have a rank 3 Tentacruel, but still, Dragon Claw is not going to be enough to KO. They need to go for the Blast Burn, but they have the back-to-back, and that unfortunately is going to be a good game. Well played to my opponent there. Oh, so unfortunate. Many mistakes were made, but unfortunately, we end up losing that one. So, Tentacruel into Scrafty. Scrafty is going to be a fighting type, and we're going to be resisting those counters, which is absolutely amazing. Now, unfortunately, they did lag out there. I should have waited for them, but you know what? I didn't think, maybe it was visual lag. You never really know. But they decide to hop into a Jellicent from here, and we have the Virizion. Leaf Blade going to be doing super effective damage, but the downfall is that 2 Leaf Blades are not enough to knock out this Jellicent. So I'm going to no shield the Shadow Ball. That's going to do some decent damage here, but then again, we are able to survive because Virizion is quite bulky. Leaf Blade number 2 coming in, not enough to KO. Gonna no shield this as well because I don't technically need switch since they have a Scrafty. I can put my Charizard on the Scrafty, and I know this is just another Surf here, and we have a boat ton of energy locked and loaded. So gonna go for the Sacred Sword, but they hop into a Tapu Fini, and then I'm gonna throw my Leaf Blade right away, but they decide to catch on the Scrafty. So wonderful play, well done by my opponent, but that's not gonna be enough to save them. So I'm gonna come in with the Charizard here. I'm gonna throw 2 wing attacks, and then I'm gonna let them throw another foul play. Reason being, I don't want them to get farm on my Charizard for the Tentacruel matchup because I don't have Sludge Bomb. Excuse me, sorry, I don't have Sludge Wave, so I'm only doing resisted damage with my charge moves and some poison jabs that really add up here. So I let them take me out, and then I come in with my Tentacruel, and we're going to be able to get the full farm down here. I can no shield the Moonblast, the Surf. Tentacruel is quite bulky. We're going to be able to survive, and they won't be able to make it to back-to-back Moonblast anyways. So all shields on play. Everyone's saving it for the next season. GG's, well played to my opponent there. Hopping into the next matchup. So, Greninja on the lead here versus Tentacruel. Not a bad matchup. Night Slash doesn't do very much damage here. It's 3, then 2 to the Night Slash. So what I'm going to do is I'm not going to throw right when I get it. I'm going to make sure I get the extra and then go for 1 poison jab and then throw my Scald here. I don't want them to sneak a full Water Shuriken through. That would be absolutely horrible for us. And we get the attack fall, which is beautiful. And from here, I should just be able to farm all the way down. With the attack fall, we should be able to take 2 Night Slashes. Water Shurikens are going to be resisted, and we are going to live on very minimum HP here. So Night Slash coming in, we just barely live, and they come in with the Cresselia. So I'm really happy to see the Cresselia with the Skull hopefully get the debuff. Unfortunately, we do not. I'm going to come in with the Charizard here and go straight for the Blast Burn. Blast Burn is going to do massive damage onto this Cresselia. Not enough to KO it, unfortunately, but enough to put it into a range where I can possibly wing attack it down. So I'm going to shield up the move here. It's going to be the Moonblast, and I had a feeling that they might be baiting me with the Moonblast to show that they had Future Sight, so they didn't show they had Future Sight. But either way, I'm going to double shield the my Charizard and go for the full farm down here. Out comes in a Alolan Ninetales, and I'm gonna build up 7 more wing attacks, go for the Dragon Claw here, then go for 3 more wing attacks. 1, 2, 3, come into my Virizion, catch the Weather Ball, and that is absolutely amazing here. I'm hoping they get the full farm down without getting to another Weather Ball, because that would be absolutely brutal. And from here I just need to do one wing attack with my Charizard, get to the Blast Burn. Blast Burn is going to be enough to take out this Alolan Ninetales, and a couple of wing attacks is going to take care of this Cresselia. But I get to the Dragon Claw anyways. Dragon Claw going to be knocking out that Cresselia, and that's going to be a good game. Well played to my opponent. So putting the team on Charizard's back, a nice little thrifty catch there on the Virizion just to ensure the victory. So Giratina, a little bit of an awkward matchup here, considering I have to land the Blizzard here to do any meaningful damage, which is unfortunate, but a Blizzard takes so long to get to. Like, they're gonna make it to at least 3 Dragon Claws before I make it to 1 Blizzard, and they shield it. Oh, can this game get any worse for me? No, hopefully not. We'll see. Gonna no shield again. We can take this. The Dragon Breaths are really starting to add up. I'm not gonna make it to a Blizzard, so I'm gonna settle for the Scald. Hopefully get the debuff so my Charizard is not gonna take absurd damage from this Dragon Claw, Dragon Breath, Giratina. So coming in with the Charizard now, all I have to do is make it to 1 Dragon Claw. Gonna shield up the Dragon Claw. I shouldn't have shielded that, to be honest, but either way, we ended up losing CMP. No, maybe they just threw in the middle of my wing attack there, which probably what happened, or I lagged out a bit. Not really too sure, but gonna no shield this move here. Probably just gonna be a Hydro Cannon, resisted, and we can deal with that. So I'm gonna make sure to throw on proper timing. Gonna throw, oh, no, I throw 2 Leaf Blades, or else I'd be going over 100 energy. They do sneak, but that's not going to matter because this Leaf Blade is going to be saying left, right, good night. And then we have 2 Leaf Blades to threaten this Giratina. Now Giratina is low enough where 2 Leaf Blades could put it into a range where I could wing attack down, but I would have to take a Dragon Claw. So gonna do 2 Leaf Blades, come in with the Charizard, and hits a Registeel in the back. Double Blast Burn, locked and loaded. Blast Burn absolutely train wrecks at Registeel. Minty green, gonna be melted all the way down. Left, right, good night. We can shield this move up as that wing attack did go through, and that's gonna be a good game. Well played to my opponent there. So hopping into the excuse me, sorry, the next matchup here, Tentacruel into Greedent. Pretty neutral matchup. Mudshots are going to do super effective damage, and these are 2 very bulky Pokemon in the Ultra League. So if I get an attack debuff, that's going to be amazing for us. So I'm going to make sure to throw 4 more Poison Jabs, and then the Scald, considering it's every 4 Mudshots for their Body Slam, and I don't think they're going to be throwing Crunch. They want to get Stab off, so again, gonna let this move go through. No attack debuff, that's fine. Gonna throw a couple more Poison Jabs, and they're throwing on 4 every time. So I'm going to count to 4 more Poison Jabs. 1, 2, 3, 4. Get to the Scald, and this Scald should be enough to knock out the bulky Greedent, and Tentacruel wins the 0 shields. So if you didn't know, now you know. So Tentacruel comes in, and this could be a massive problem for the team. But I'm going to get the Scald off, no debuff, which is quite unfortunate. And then I'm going to come in with my Virizion. I'm going to bait that they just have the Scald that they're going to throw. So I get the Leaf Blade off, and that is some valuable chip damage. I'm going to take the Scald and then hop into my Charizard. And Charizard with 2 shields should just about be able to outpace this Tentacruel. Gonna have to shield up the Scald. That would do massive damage out of the Charizard. I'm gonna throw 4 more wing attacks here, and then the Dragon Claw. Gonna throw back to back here. And if they want to shield twice, then I know they're weak to Charizard in the back. And from here, I can just shield once, farm all the way down, and see what happens. And it's a Poliwrath in the back. So thankfully we did not get a Scald debuff, because now this Blast Burn is going to be doing maximum damage. That is absolutely beautiful. Didn't want to risk them getting the 2 icy wins, so I will shield this up here. I will farm up some more energy and then go for the Dragon Claw to knock out the Poliwrath. What this does is this forces the Tentacruel to throw their energy before they get knocked out. So we would have been simultaneously knocked out, but they throw their energy, which is fine. I can now come in with my Virizion, throw 2 double kicks, and that's going to be a good game. Well played to my opponent, and a beautiful 4-1 set to get me to 28-18 here. Climbing my way slowly up to Legend, so hopefully within the next week or so, I will be there. But hey, if you want to try this team out, go ahead, give it a try. It worked out really well for me, so thank you all so very much for watching. If you all are liking the content, please hit that like button, comment if you want to see anything in the future, and if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Please do, because it really helps with the channel and it is greatly appreciated, and we will see everybody in the next video.